What is up, everybody? We have 3 after action reviews that we're going to be going over today. We're going to be talking about the plan method, orange stage, and then a brief overview of the MTC awareness stages. And then we're going to hop on the bike and really kind of emphasize some of that stuff. But let's go ahead and jump into that first after action review and let's get going. All right, ragtag fugitives, MC, side of the vehicle. We know that. We know that. We know that. Let's go back to this one right here. So we're coming up to here. Okay, so we're coming up to here. We have the side of the vehicle. We're in intersection, so we're going to be in orange stage, prepped and ready for anything. We're trying our best to plan our ride. Okay, so position for safety, locating this hazardous situation, and we're assessing if this side of the vehicle is a relevant threat. If they don't stop and slow down, we have a big issue here. We do have a line of sight issue right here. Excuse me. So we can't see too much, or they can't see past the tree, so that's going to be kind of an issue. But we see it, so what we need to be doing is rolling off the throttle, covering those brakes, maybe even applying a little bit of progressive brake pressure just in case, because they decided to go. We started to apply the brakes, did a great job. When you're able to stop in time, you can honk the horn, do whatever you want to do. But thankfully, it didn't get hit. All right, so we got a good look at what a side of the vehicle looks like when we're out there riding, especially in intersections. So intersections and corners, extremely dangerous for motorcycle riders. It's typically where we crash, and this is why we need to have a higher skill level because there's more risks involved. So this is why we do the plan method. We position for safety. We want to make sure that we're in a good spot so we have great line of sight, space cushions, and then we can also have escape paths. And we talked about that briefly during the after action. We also need to be watching out for hazardous situations, so locating them. So like I said, intersections and corners, but you can also think about, right when the bus stop shows up, or the bus shows up in a neighborhood and there's a bunch of kids running around. That's a hazardous situation. Kids like to run around. They're feeling comfortable. They're energetic after school. They want to run around the neighborhood, and you don't want to run into them. Think about construction zones, anything like that. So an automatic orange stage. We're going to talk about orange stage after the second after action review so we can have a better understanding. Assessing relevant threats, so that side of the vehicle wanting to pop out, if it's stopped, that's great, but we're assessing and seeing if they are going to continue going. And if they do, thankfully we're positioning for safety so that we have a great escape path, we see them ahead of time, and we have a decent space cushion. And this is where navigating active threats, this is red stage, we're not going to talk about that today, but mainly red stage is going to be emergency progressive braking and emergency swerving. So thankfully, like I said, in the positioning part, we've assessed, we've located, we're prepped and ready, we're getting there. We're not even entering the red stage yet. We're not even entering an emergency swerve, but we're ready for it. And that's when we start to do this. And this is why I like to practice in a parking lot and get ready for that. All right, unseen 716 rider. All right, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for you to also get scared. Whoa, side of the vehicle. Ooh, okay, let's go back to this. Okay, remember, we're going through an intersection. Once again, orange stage, prepped and ready for anything like this. We have somebody turning left in front of us. So we already know that going into an intersection, we should be covering the brakes, looking for escapes, because left turners are a big thing right here. So we have one right there. That left turner wants to come out. Okay, so which area in this is going to open up for us for when it comes to an escape? It's going to be the left. So we can swerve left, because when they're turning or when they're going right, they're going to want to try to get out of the intersection as quick as possible. So the gap that is opening is behind the vehicle, not in front of the vehicle. So if you chose to swerve right, you might have swerved into them. So slow down, progressive braking, buy yourself some time, and then make that adjustment to go into that escape path. Great job. Handled it. All right, everybody, so when we were talking about the plan method, we jumped into orange stage, and we were trying to explain a little bit of that. So we're going to talk about it here. So one of the major things here about orange stage is that you are at a heightened sense. You're a little bit paranoid about what might be going on, because you know that riding can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Same thing with driving, same thing with walking. You walk into the curb or pond or a parked car or something like that. But when it comes to orange stage, you want to be hyper alert, and we're assessing for things. We're locating hazardous situations, and we are getting ready. So in intersections, we are getting ready. We already looked for our line of sight, space cushions, and escape paths, but we don't know if there's going to be a left turner. We don't know if there's going to be a pedestrian. And in corners, we don't know if there's going to be gravel in the middle of the corner. So we're on higher alert. We're slowing it down just a little bit and getting ready. So if you want to pause this so you can see this, but like I said, it's in the Basic Smart Rider course. The main thing here is that it is a mindset. We're getting into a defensive riding mindset. We're preparing ourselves just in case those things do happen. And if they do happen, we jump into red stage, which is the stage after this. We don't want to go into white or brown. That's a little bit different. We'll talk about that at a different day. But I just want you guys to see this next after action review, and I want you to see when we should have been going into orange stage. Are we supposed to be in yellow stage? And we'll talk a little bit more about the MTC awareness stages after this next after action, and then we'll hop on the bike, all right? Speed limit is 30 miles per hour. I'm not riding crazy fast here. There we go. Okay, so crest of the hill, let's take a look. Now we can see, oh, side of the vehicle. Not a big deal, it's moved off. Karen honks at me for, that's fine.
I have right away, you don't.
She was probably just saying hi. All right, so now that you saw that crest of the hill situation and that vehicle backing out, so we're talking about sides of the vehicles, we're talking about assessing relevant threats. Now, see, this whole thing was not a real intersection. It was an intersection coming up, but it was a driveway. So we have multiple risks here. So I'm going to point out some multiple risks. We had that crest of the hill. It's going to block our line of sight. So positioning for safety is a little bit more difficult because we can't see where we're going. Space cushions and everything was kind of removed. Escape routes are removed because you can't see where you're going. Once you get over that crest of the hill, that's when you can reposition, redo everything. So we want to be in yellow stage. We're focused looking for active hazards just in case anything is out there. And we saw that vehicle coming out, so we moved into orange stage. We talked about that real briefly, moved into orange stage, and if we had to, we could have done a red stage maneuver to swerve out of the way. But what do you guys think? Do you have any crest of the hills that are a problem? Do you usually deal with people not paying attention, backing out of their driveways? Have you ran into, don't run into, but have you had an issue where in an intersection people turn left in front of you, they just haven't seen you, and it's causing you some anxiety? With that said though, let's go ahead and hop on the bike. I'm going to talk about this, the MTC awareness stages, a little bit more so you guys have a better understanding while I'm out riding, okay?
All right, everybody, we're going to be talking about the MTC awareness stages. There's 5 of them. There's going to be white, yellow, orange, red, and brown. Now, these stages are like mindsets that you get into. Okay, we got an intersection right here. This is going to be orange stage. And then we're going to be going back into yellow stage. I know I'm going to talk about that. These are the stages that get you into that mindset. I love colors. It makes it to where things are easy, color-coded. You know, stop signs are red, right? We have caution signs that are orange or yellow, depending where you're at. Street signs are green. It helps you find those things that are out there before you even see the words. We're gonna be talking about white stage right now. In white stage, what that is that you're completely zoned out. What you wanna be is in yellow stage where you're zoned in. You're prepped and ready, you're looking for things. You see road surface hazards, you're scanning the road, but at the same time, you're relaxing. You either have music, whatever. White stage, a typical version of white stage is that you are sitting on the couch watching TV, oblivious to everything around you. You're walking on the sidewalk, you're staring at your phone. You have no idea what's going around you, and you fall into the fountain or you run into somebody. That's what white stage is. Now, when you're riding a motorcycle, white stage, you don't want to be in white stage when you're on a motorcycle because you're just going to run into things. Now, what happens when you're looking at your phone, one second, we're at orange stage because we're going to the intersection, don't want to get hit by anybody. We're getting back into yellow stage right now. Decent space cushion. What's happening with white stage is all of a sudden you look up and you're about to run into somebody when you're looking at your phone. You panic. You're like, oh, that's what brown stage is, when you have that panic moment. So you're maybe playing with your phone, all of a sudden you look up, you see a car, oh no, and you slam the brakes and you dump the bike. That's brown stage. We do not want to do that. So these are the 2 stages out of the 5 that you do not want to be a part of, you don't want to be doing. You want to stay zoned in. The best way you could do that, well, I'll talk to you about that when we talk about yellow stage.